Welcome again, everyone, uh, in our quality control sessions. We are talking about the indicator set in our first quality session here. And as we said before, we gonna talk about the three different types of the indicators within the quality control, which is the KPIs and the KRIs and also the KCI. In this KCIs, and in this session here, we're gonna focus on the first one, which is the KPIs, the key performance indicators, and we're gonna speak about the rest of the topics in the coming sessions. We're gonna start with the key performance indicators, the KPI. As we said before, the KPI is is a type of a tool that used to monitoring the performance of the organization and overall performance of the organization to see if we are on the right track to reach our organization target. The KPIs are important tool for small and large organizations. They can help small business to track the progress and decide where to allocate resources. Large organization can use KPIs to measure progress across multiple departments or business units. So the KPIs indicators is an important tool that we needed to check overall performance of our organization, either this organization is a small organization or a big organization. So the KPIs in general is we are seeking our objectives and how we gonna reach our objectives here through specific steps or through specific processes such like measurement, optimization, strategy, performance, and evaluation, all this process to reach our objectives. The types of KPIs that we have is four major types, which is the strategic, operational, functional unit, and leading versus lagging. Strategic type of KPIs is the indicator to monitor organizational goals. Operational is the KPIs to measure performance in shorter time frame. For example, we have a short time that we need to indicate or to check our performance in this shorter time. We gonna use the operational KPIs type. The functional unit, this is as we see the name of this type of KPIs, the functional unit. You can use this type of KPIs to the specific function or specific department, such like finance or IT. Also, it can be classified as a strategic or operational. We have number 4 is the leading versus lagging. The definition of the leading KPIs is that the KPIs that help predicts the outcomes. If we need to predict our outcomes, we're going to use the leading KPIs. Otherwise, the lagging KPI is the track what has already happened. We have something already happened and we need to track it. We use the lagging type of KPIs. How to develop the KPIs? You're gonna find all this information, all this presentation within the video, in the description part within the video, within the YouTube video there. The KPI report is the type of a report that allow the business leaders to quickly and easily review and analyze key performance indicator and thereby know how their organization is performance against specific strategic goals. So the meaning of what we are saying here that we are using the KPI report to assuring that we are on the right track and to see that we are performing against the how we are performing against the our organizational specific strategic goals. We have two types of KPI, either tabular format or a dash format, and there is a mixed KPI report which is containing of a tabular and dashboard format. This is a type of tabular and dashboard format, and this is a KPI tabular format. You can use each one of them to reach the required data and to see how you gonna or how you're gonna report your KPIs. Also, if you want to write smart KPIs, what SMART stand for? SMART is a type of analysis that we are using to see what we are, where we are, and what we are doing, what is our performance, what is our achievable. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and T stands for time based. Let us look at the first one, which is the specific. Specific, it's how to answer the five whys. The five whys here, if we're gonna talk about the five whys itself, what is the five whys? The five whys is the problem solving method that explore the underlying cause and effect of particular problems. We have a particular problems. We use one of the problem solving approaches or methods that we have, and as all we know that the 5 why method is the most important tool that we can, or method that we can use to identify and define our problem and how we can use this problem until we reach the specific root cause which is creating the problem on the first place. Okay, we going back now to our specific or smart formula here. A type of example of the how to answering the five whys question is who's involved in the for example, who's involved in the problem if we need to answer the five whys question. What do I want to accomplish the the problem solving approach. When do I want to achieve this? The time we have to put a time frame to our when we need to solving this problem. Where does my goal take place? Where is my goal specifically? Where is my goals, organization goals specifically within this problem? Why is the goal important? Why my goal is important? This is for the specific. Then we came to the next one, which is the measurable. What metrics are you going to use to determine if you meet the goal? How can I approve that the metrics solution that I use or the solving problems, the metrics to use to solve our problems is doable? Is it applicable to our problem or not? Is our goal, number three is the achievable. Is our goal is achievable or not? This is important question we need to answer. Is our goal is achievable or not? Then relevant. A goal needs to align with company objective. This is the most important one. The relevant of the goals versus quality versus company objectives or versus company quality objectives. Time based, anything have to has a time, starts and end. So that's why smart formula is so important to analyze each and every problem within your organization. Okay, how to measure customer satisfaction. This is important tool here. We need to know how we can measure customer satisfaction. Each and every KPI report consists of many components, such like customer satisfaction, time of reply to the client queries, time to reply to our contractor queries, time to reply to our contractor submittal. So the most important one of that, how we can measure our customer satisfaction. We have many ways, many methods to measure the customer satisfaction. The first one is the customer satisfaction survey, which is contains of net barometer score, customer satisfaction score, customer effort score. So we have NPS, which is net promoter score, customer satisfaction score, and customer effort score. This is related to the customer satisfaction survey, which is CSS. The another one is the overall satisfaction. The overall satisfaction of the client, and this is the method to also to check the satisfaction of the customer. The external and industry benchmarking. Brand attributes, ask for feedback from the client himself, take a customer centric approach, and we're going to explain all that. We're going to focus on the customer satisfaction survey, which is the most important one here, and how we're going to use it within our quality sessions here. Measure overall performance out of document submittal. How we can measure overall performance out of specific document submittals, and how we're gonna put it within our KPIs, and how we're gonna report it within our KPIs here. For example, we have three types of document submittals here, which is the material approval, and we have material inspection, and also we have work inspection report. So we have to calculate the overall submittal status versus weekly, monthly allowed target to see if the performance within the approved or unapproved areas. Let us say we have 50 material within this month. 43 submittals out of these 50 submittals has been closed already, and 7 is remaining. So how I'm going to calculate the overall monthly accepted performance here? As we mentioned here, we give in accepted percentage, which is the 85%. That means 85% out of the overall submittal is accepted. If we closed 85% of 100% submitted in the specific months, that means it's acceptable target for our KPIs. Overall submittal for this month is 50, we have closed 43, remaining 7. So how I'm going to calculate my percentage for overall performance for example, for the material submittal? The overall submittal equal 43 over 50 multiplied by 80, which is give us the total percentage of 86%, which is accepted for monthly performance. If the close submit is only 40, that means the overall percentage is less than the required overall percentage for the specific month. So that means we need to check the 5 whys here, and to see the smart formula here, and also the 5 whys approach to see why we are doing less than the required overall percentage in this month. Okay, we mentioned how to get monthly performance from the material submittals, but if we want to get the monthly performance for all submittals that we have for the material, we check and we calculate. We found that we have 86% for the material accepted. We have MIR 84%, which is not accepted here because the bus percentage for the overall performance per month is 85, and we have WIR 88% for the specific months. Here we need to make analysis here for the MIR and to see what's the problem actually, and why we are less than the required target per this month. So the monthly performance for all the submittals will be the average for all submittals, as you see here from this formula here, 86 plus 84 plus 88 over the numbers of submittals, which is 3 submittals. It gave us 86%. So the first one in the KPI report here for the contractor submitter review here, we have 86 here. For example, here we have 86, and then we have a specific requirement within the contract. We find this specific requirement within our contract, which is how many days for the first submission, how many days you have to take for the second submission, and also how many days for the third submission. That means the contractor submitted for the first time and it gets rejected, so he send it again it get rejected, and he send it again for the third time. So for each and every submittal you have a specific time, a specific period of time that the contractor has to reply, and you have to reply to the contractor within this time, as we mentioned there in how we calculate it. So this is the simple example. We're gonna work on it, and we're gonna work on more example to see how to deal with the KPIs, and how it's so easy to deal with the KPIs, and how to put your final report, and easy to get it done, and how to put all the information and make it reliable, achievable, and how to make it a good and smart KPI report. For example, in this report here, as I said before, it's the KPI, it's a tabular and dashboard format. Here we have a tabular format of KPIs here, and here we have the dashboard, which is illustrate all the things that we need to mention in our report: the number of the rejected submittals, the number of the approved submittals, the overall percentage of all the submittals that we have within this report here. We're gonna continue our talk about the KPIs. The most important thing we need to know about the KPIs, as I said before, it's the five why. What's the five whys? We already defined the five whys. When we are talking about the five whys, we said that we are applying our five why methodology to reach the root cause. What's the root cause? The root cause method is defined by a factor that caused a non-conformance. So we reach to non-conformance, NCR. What is the root cause? What is the things that lead us to the NCR? And how we can eliminate these things which is caused the NCR in the first place. The root cause is the core issue, the highest level cause that sets in motion the entire cause and effect reaction that ultimately leads to the problem. So it's clearly identified here. The root cause is the road to the problem. It's as easy as we can say it here. The root cause is the road to the problem and the highest level of cause that lead us to the NCR. The root cause analysis, the RCA, is defined as collective terms that describe a wide range of approaches, tools, and techniques used to uncover causes of problem. Some RCA or root cause analysis approaches are geared more toward identify true root causes than others. So that means when we are analyzing for some specific problems there and some specific, for example, NCR, and we need to see and we need to find where is the root cause of this problem, we make or we do our root cause analysis. The root cause analysis, we have some activity we need to do it with the root cause analysis. For example, we have the history of root cause analysis, we have the approaches to root cause analysis, conducting root cause analysis, and root cause analysis resources. If we do all this, that then we are doing a proper analysis for root cause for our problem and how we're gonna solve our problem. 3 steps to a stronger KPI. How can I create a stronger KPI? My KPI is more efficient than the others' KPI. The 3 steps or the 3 major steps that lead to stronger KPI is select KPIs that matter most. Not each and everything you have to mention. It's not required to mention each and everything within your KPI report. Create a KPI driven culture and iterate. The first one is select KPIs that matter most. To be sure you are measuring what matters. You should include a balance of leading and lagging indicators. Lagging indicators help you understand result over a period of time, such as sales over the last 30 days, or as we said, we have our KPI report for our materials, for our work inspection request there. So we choose a much matter or the most matter cases that we need to check. Create a KPI driven culture. What's the driven culture means? The key performance indicators don't mean much if people don't understand what they are and how to use them. You have to explain to your people, to your employee, what's the KPIs, what's the why we are needing a KPIs within our organization, how we gonna apply these KPIs within our organization. So that means you have to make it simple for your people first to understand what's the KPIs and how to use it. And the best in class BI platform to keep everyone making decisions. So you give everyone what's a definition for the goals of your organizations, to target of your organization goals versus your organization's target. So when you make it when you make a KPI driven culture, so you let each and everyone within your organization understand what's the KPI and how to use it. Number 3 is iterate. Keep your key performance indicator current by revising them based on market, customer, and organizational changes. So that's mean you have to mention each and every change happen within the specific period of time. You have to be honest when you mention these changes and how you can adjust these changes and how the performance to see if adjustment need to be made, how you can adjust these changes, what's the tools you needed to adjust these changes, and how you can update your team with all the required updates. So this is the most steps to stronger KPIs that we need to produce a stronger KPI. This is the end of our first session here, KPIs. We gonna talk about the KRI, which is the key risk register, within the next session. And I hope you found this usable, and you can get the benefits easily from what we are saying here. And we going to go forward with all the indicators set. And after we finish these classes, we're gonna talk about each and every thing we require to control our quality within our organization or within our projects or wherever we need the quality. Thank you, everyone, and have a nice day.